married to Sean, Destiny, Michael. Okay.
It was a weekend night, November of 2015.
Right.
My 7-year-old son Sean was having a sleepover with 4 of his friends. At the time, my wife wasn't home for whatever reason, so I had to keep a somewhat close watch on them without making it too obvious.
She was getting down.
They were all in Sean's room making a lot of noise, and when things would get either too quiet or too loud, I would sneak over to the bedroom door and just listen to what was going on. You may think that's weird, but this was my wife's instructions, and any married man knows you never want to go against what your wife tells you to do.
Ain't that the truth?
When it was getting a little loud, I went over to the door and heard that they were all just simply playing with Legos and other toys very loudly.
Okay.
So I went back to the living room to watch TV. Eventually, I heard weird thumping type noises coming from my son's room. I muted the TV and could distinguish them to be taps on one of the windows. I figured, let them have their fun so long as they're not breaking anything.
What?
I unmuted the TV. However, I quickly realized things went completely silent from down the hall in my son's room. Now I was nervous that they might have broken something, because it was very uncommon for them to all be completely silent for so long. So I once again crept over to Sean's bedroom door and listened. I could hear quiet giggling and whispering in the room. I finally opened the door out of curiosity and saw the 4 boys sitting on the rug with a mess of toys scattered all over the place. I noticed that the window was completely open.
Shit.
I told Sean to keep it shut, and to also keep the noise down a little bit before shutting the door.
Fuck.
I made a stop into the bathroom before planning to go back to the living room. However, when I was in the bathroom, I noticed through the corner of my eye a black shadow passing the window outside.
No, you didn't, bitch. Bitch.
I ran back to my son's room and told the 4 boys not to go outside. Then, that's when it hit me. There were only 4 boys in the room as opposed to 5.
Oh.
Sean's friend Tom was missing. In a panic, I yelled at Sean to tell me where he was, and they all pointed to the open window. Sean said that he left with the pirate to go find the treasure.
What? What? Fuck the pirate. The what? Maybe I missed how old these kids were, but... what? I don't understand, Mr. Nightmare. Like, please help me out. I would understand if it was just one kid. He was like, you know, he was trying to go with the pirate. But it's 4 kids. I mean, 5. But yeah, 5 altogether. How are your other 4, you know, come on, like the 4 kids? What the fuck? They're supposed to be, they're supposed to be there with you. They're supposed to be with the kids. Are supposed to be one. If somebody drifts off, the kid's supposed to, bruh. I really hope this kid is alive.
At moments, I felt a mixture of feelings in my stomach, but mostly like it was about to explode. I wouldn't be able to fit through that window, so I ran out the front door and caught view of a man holding Tom's hand and walking towards a car.
No.
I yelled at him to stop. They both turned around, and then the man let go of Tom, hopped into the tan-colored Toyota Corolla, and floored it down the streets.
What the fuck?
I ran to grab Tom and brought him back inside. I was no longer comfortable with this sleepover and called all of the parents, told them what happened, and suggested they all come and pick up their kids, which is exactly what they did. I received a bit of criticism from Tom's parents at first, but they ultimately thanked me, and their son is still good friends with my son.
No, you don't know. If I was Tom's parent, and you told me what went down, exactly what went down, I would have said, fuck this, fuck all of this, fuck you. This would be the last time you babysit anything at all. You can't babysit a dog, can't babysit a rat, you know, can't babysit a kid. Damn sure not my kid no more. For real? Bruh. No. What the bruh. If I ever. See, that's one of the reasons why whenever I decide to have kids, it's gonna be either me or my wife, or close family members watching my kids. That's Hey, enough said. I'm not. Nah, I don't trust babysitters at all. Never did, never will. Just like I don't trust clowns. Never did, never will.
The boys all said that a random man came to Sean's window, knocked on it, lifted it open himself, and talked in a pirate voice, asking one of the kids to come with him to find the treasure. The fact that this happened in the assumed safety of my own house, and that it actually worked, is what disturbs me the most.
Your house ain't safe no more, bruh. What was it, treasure? I hope it wasn't his dick or something. Was it candy? I like candy.
Me, my friend Sarah, and my best friend Canada needed to find something to do and somewhere to smoke. There are woods in a very short walking distance from Sarah's house, and us all being very adventurous 15-year-olds thought that that would be perfect.
I already see where this is going. Teenagers. 15. In the woods. Smoking. That's 4 fucking wrongs right there. Come on, Mr. Nightmare.
We could smoke, then adventure the woods.
What?
Thinking back, I wish we would have smoked behind Sarah's house and just watched scary stories or some shit.
No
but
shit?
We didn't.
Really?
When we made it to the opening that led into the woods that we went in, we adventured, we smoked, and overall, we had fun. And I wish this story ended there. You could clearly see anyone entering or exiting the woods from the streets.
Okay.
Sarah lives in a very nice neighborhood, except one house beside the woods. The woods that we were in. This house was old, and me and my friends often joked about how it looked like something out of The Hills Have Eyes. It was a rusty, blue tin house with pigs in the backyard. We were all on the path exiting the woods when we saw a bluish-gray Chevy pickup. The truck started up, and me and my friends jokingly decided to run away from it, and we were shocked to see the truck started following us.
That's when you fucking kick it. That's when you give them the boot. You give that vehicle, be like, hey, deuces. See, if I was in that situation, if I was joking, like, say for instance, I was in that situation and I was jokingly running from the vehicle, I would air quote, jokingly is my fucking seriousness, okay? While y'all are joking, running, playing around, no, I'm hauling ass. Thank you very much.
Every time we stopped, so did it. We took off running. There was a small hill that we hid behind so the truck couldn't see us. The truck passed, and after a while, we got up, laughed it off, and started walking out of the woods thinking it was a joke. After about 5 minutes of walking, we started to approach the exit, but we were all struck with fear when we saw headlights blocking the exit. We looked at each other, wondering what to do.
Run!
Upon looking into the truck, I saw that it was a larger-sized man in a hat and red shirt, but that was all I could see from that distance.
That's more than enough for me. Like the van or whatever, the vehicle itself already would have scared me, but the fact that there's somebody creepy as shit in the vehicle, bitch, I'm gone. Nah, I wouldn't even tell the police. I would have ran so fucking fast and quickly that if I were to call the police and give a brief description of what the guy or vehicle might have looked like, I couldn't give them no information whatsoever. This is how fast I would have run. Let's say for instance I don't know, I just turn my head and I just see a creepy ass van, like the one downstairs. Right? This is how fast I would run. You wanna see me do it again?
In panic, Canada pulled out a small pocket knife. However, I didn't have much trust in her abilities to use it, so I took the knife as we all ran into the woods until we thought we were safe. We waited for a second, gathering our thoughts and our breath, and finally left the woods and went to Sarah's house. This happened at the end of our freshman year of high school. We are all in the middle of our sophomore year now, and we've since stayed away from those woods for months. On September 10th, however, we went into the woods one last time.
Why would you do that, bitch? Why would you do that? Come on, man, get your shit together. Get your shit together. Why would you go back? That's that fucking shit. You're tripping and you playing with your life. See, it's all fun and games. right? When you're with your friends in the deep ass woods, right, and you see somebody, right, a stranger, or you see a fucking van or whatever, and you see something out of the ordinary. It's all fun and games until somebody or that thing or person starts rubbing you the wrong way. Pun intended and no pun intended. Yeah, me fuck, no.
It was Sarah's birthday, and again, we needed to find somewhere to smoke.
Go!
There were 6 girls and 2 boys, so we thought it would be fine to go back into the woods, figuring safety in numbers.
What?
After entering the woods and walking for a while, we found a path. Me, Sarah, and Canada had seen the path before, but we never adventured it. To get to the path, you had to go down a small, steep hill. We all made it down the hill, and soon after came up to a fork in the path leading 2 ways. We chose to go left. It was a short trail which led to a small building that looked like it was abandoned before having been fully built. There was a wooden ladder, a small fire pit, but perhaps the oddest thing we found were the saws hanging by strings from tree to tree. Given that we were all stoned, perhaps we didn't take the findings as seriously as we normally would have. We decided to adventure down the right side of the fork in the path. Not far down the path, we found something truly horrific. There was a hangman-like structure, there was a noose on the ground, an old pair of shoes nearby, and a shovel. I'd never felt so uneasy in my life.
Oh, yeah?
We took pictures of everything, and we quickly left the woods safely. And I've made a personal promise to never go back into those woods. We believe the man...
Why do I feel like that promise, he broke that promise? Why do I feel like he broke that fucking promise? I feel like you did. Or you're going to. Just a hunch.
The man who chased us in the pickup truck had something to do with what we found in the woods. And we were only more grateful after this that he didn't catch us.
Y'all are not safe. I'm telling y'all right now.
I'm 27 years old. I live alone in a rural town in Virginia, about 2 blocks away from my parents.
Hey.
My parents are both in their 60s, and my mom has become a very worrisome woman in her old age.
Makes sense.
Sometimes she walks over uninvited and lets herself in, since I had regrettably given her a key, which can get a bit annoying. Like if I would be out really late on weekends at a bar or with women, I would sometimes come home to my mom sitting in the living room waiting, worried sick. I know you may just think, oh my god, that's crazy, why not just put your foot down and tell her to stop? Well, because you don't know my mom. It's very hard to describe her, but she's the kind of worrisome, innocent little lady that you just can't bring yourself to go against. And I hate to mention, she also has mild dementia.
Oh.
Anyway, this was Saturday night. I think it was around 2 in the morning. I was at a nearby club with a group of college friends, really the only place to hang out in this boring town, and I was getting ready to head home.
Right.
I said goodbye to all my friends and walked the 3 blocks it took to get back to my house.
You walk by yourself?
I walked up my front stoop in my drunken haze and dug my hand in my pocket for my keys. When I grabbed the doorknob, I realized it was unlocked. My mom was here again. I quietly opened and shut the front door, locking it behind me. I put my keys on the kitchen counter and found a note written in my mom's handwriting saying, "You forgot this at our house, next to the box of half-eaten cake my parents didn't want." I didn't see my mom anywhere, so I assumed she must have gone upstairs to sleep in the guest bed until I got back, which is something she would commonly do as well. Then I heard footsteps upstairs, confirming it, and that's when I sighed once again. 27 years old, almost 3 in the morning, and she still has to wait up and treat me like a child.
But
I ran upstairs to check the guest bed. Empty, along with all the bathrooms. I was afraid Mom was having one of her episodes due to her condition, so I ran to the phone to call my dad.
come on.
After 4 rings, my dad picked up in a groggy voice, asking what the hell is the matter. After I told him that I heard Mom wandering around upstairs in my house, there was a short pause, and then he said, "That's not possible, she's sleeping right next to me."
Oh, I fucking knew it, bruh. Let's get back to the shit.
My mouth fell open as I turned my head to face the dark upstairs, and just barely by the light provided by the kitchen, I could see a head peering around from the corner at the top of the stairs, looking down at me.
Oh, shit.
I screamed into the phone as I ran out the front door and down the street to my parents' house, explaining to my father on the way. About halfway there, my dad told me, "Alright, I'm gonna call the cops," and hung up. I made it to my parents' house, where my mom was already waiting at the door, worried sick. My mom explained that she did come over to clean my kitchen a little bit and to bring over the cake they didn't want. 2 police cars pulled up in front of my parents' house, where they escorted me and my dad down the street to my house. 1 officer stayed outside with us, while 2 others went inside to investigate. It felt like 15 minutes before they came back outside and said it was clear. They checked the crawl space, the attic, everything. There was really nothing for me to report, other than the door was left unlocked and I saw the outline of a head upstairs before I ran for it. Still, I didn't feel safe sleeping in there that night, so I went back to my parents' house. Me and my dad are certain that my mom simply forgot to lock the door when she left, as her memory has been getting worse over the past few months.
Damn.
My dad has been stopping her from coming over alone from now on, which makes me both sad but also relieved. Some nights I still get paranoid that whoever was in my house that night never left, and is still hiding in here somewhere.
Really? He just had to slam the shit. He just had to slam it right there. Thanks for watching. I think the one that kind of got me mad or like kind of annoyed was the teenager and the sleepover, because like with the kid, like with the first one with the kids, right? If I can only speak right now, like my mental state, I can only speak for like right now, right? So say for instance, I'm with 4 friends all together. We make 5 all together friends, right? And there's somebody that says, "Arr, mighty, I have candy. I don't know how to talk like a pirate, but I'm trying my best. I have some candy. Just come with me." Or let's say candy. Let's say not candy. I have some treasure, right? Because we don't know what the treasure was. Our mighty, I have treasure. If you want the treasure, come with me, ASAP. This way, mighty. I don't know why I'm saying mighty so much. I don't even know what that means. Bitch, come on. I have fucking candy, and I want you to come with me. Okay? I'm not a fucking pirate. I'm a fucking pedophile. Come on. Let's get this shit. Let's come on, bruh. I don't got all night. But what really got me about that situation was like, you have 4 other friends, right? Your friends are bitches. They are straight up bitches. Like, what the hell? Now, granted, if I was in that situation, it would go either way. Because if I was a kid and I seen a grown ass man coming through the window, or just like at the base of the window while it was like wide open, it would go either way. Like, one way I would go about the situation, if a stranger or a pirate took my friend at a sleepover, I would say, damn, that sucks. I'm gonna see you in school on Monday. No, you don't. I don't know either. No, dude, no. Well, if you make it back alive, you tell me how it was. All right. And if you get the treasure, let me get a little piece of that. No, you gonna take it for yourself, you fucking savage. Or I would try to help my friend. But then again, I'm speaking in the mind of a child. So, I mean, I was a bitch back then and I'm a bitch now. So I don't know. I might just say, fuck it, deuces, bro. I don't know what I would do in that situation, but man, I don't know. And then the other one was the teenagers in the fucking woods. Really? I don't have my friends, most of my friends act like me. They're not. I wouldn't call. They're not. They're not like pussies. Like me, but if something ain't right or something don't seem right, they like, they not with it right now at the moment. They're like, chill out, bruh, for real. I wouldn't necessarily say they would run like me, but they would. I don't know. Some of them would run. Some of them would fight. My friends are mixed. I don't know. But those friends, those teenagers in this video, they didn't care about your life. They didn't. They had not to. They have had not to. I don't know if I said that right. Because why would you go back in the woods, in the creepy ass woods? Like, going into the creepy woods is already a negative, right? And then going back into the woods is another negative. Do you see what I'm trying to get at? Like, two negatives don't make a well, I was gonna say two negatives don't make a positive, but was it? Well, I'm terrible at math, but what is it? Like, negative plus a negative equals a negative, right? And then a negative times a negative equals a positive. But I don't know. I could have fucked that all up. But yeah, man. In certain situations, you just gotta have common sense. You really do. Like, you bullshitting. For those, everybody in this video was bullshitting. Oh, well, except for that last one. Because as soon as he saw the guy in his house, he hauled ass. Right to his mom's. I'm not even gonna lie, my mom was still alive and she was close to me physically. I would have ran to my mom too. Like, that's your mom. But keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.